The first thing you need to ask yourself is, where are you positioned during this crisis? So you can be positioned in the fear sphere, which means that you are letting your fears take over, okay? Which means that, of course, your mind is switching off and not focusing on any other thing. You can also be in the learning area. I know so many people at the moment who are trying to learn things that they wanted to learn for many years and couldn't because of various circumstances, and they are taking this opportunity to now learn. Now, you can also be in the growth area. Now, the growth is people like Senela, people like me, who are basically trying to help you get away from the fear, help you to learn, but also help you to grow and to maybe prepare yourself for a new future based on new values and new paradigms. One way to do that is to set up a routine. A routine is important, whether there is a crisis or not. So keeping a routine and having a weekly routine allows you to keep anchored and to keep track of time, okay? It also allows you to keep your mental health healthy, okay? So that means you can incorporate time between your daily task, your routine, your kids, your family, if you have family at home, and your work. Every day I write a list of 5 things I need to do today, okay? You know, because of this situation, we tend to be a bit low on energy sometimes. So if we don't have things like goals in the day, well, we are wasting and losing even more energy. So you make a list of 5 things to do every day. Now, these 5 things, you might not achieve them. So it doesn't matter. What you do is you put them aside for the next day, and that's it. So the next day, all the items you haven't been able to complete, you put them for the next day. But at least it allows you to move on. The other thing, of course, that I have done is make a separate list of things that I want to learn. Well, you can take this opportunity to review things like your costing skills, you know, how to calculate your services and products for later based on the new values, the new paradigm, and also how to get in touch with new suppliers, maybe closer to home, because it's very difficult at the moment to ship things. I think every one of you can actually make this time and this opportunity, take this opportunity to actually learn, okay, and improve, upgrade your skills. All this is the background preparation, okay? But of course, I need to plan. We need to plan. We have been forced to look into all aspects of our business, okay? Because things were going well, and suddenly, whoop, everything has changed. We know that people are currently very anxious. People are uncertain about the future, but there are a lot of factors that should be considered for what I call preparedness of the future of your business, okay? So you have to think about those factors that relate, obviously, to your business, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm setting new goals, okay? So I've prepared goals, short term, medium term, and longer term. I don't know what the future holds, like all of us, I don't, but it keeps me going. It allows me to feel alive, to have hope, to have faith, and to be ready when the next page of this history is turned, okay? So an example of a short-term goal can be, well, we all have to redirect our cash flow. I had to recalculate the cash flow and try to know how long I can survive with this cash flow. Whatever cash flow we have, we need to rework it, review it, okay? And try to extend it for as long as we can. A medium-term goal can be, well, considering a new product, a new service. For those of you who are working with physical, okay, well, it's time maybe to set up goals to go digital. So if you have a store or a shop or a restaurant, maybe it's time now to try to find a way to supply digitally, okay, or home delivery, you know, this kind of thing. Long term, well, you do have to look at your own based on your businesses, okay? You can also, of course, have new goals and say, well, start this business, it's now time. Now it's now time to do something totally different. And I know many people who are actually working on a completely new career path, a new professional path, and a new business path. I'm preparing scenarios. For instance, people might keep social distancing because we don't know when this virus is going to go away. So people will be probably reluctant to go to physical places, okay? So it's a right time to start organizing home delivery services, online services like training, education, coaching, okay, everything online. Now, the other thing is, I believe, like Senela said earlier on, our world suddenly has become small and not big. So we are probably going to go from global economy to local economy, okay? So it's a good time to start looking at how you can go local, how you can cater for your local community, because they will be your main clients for a while. Now, if you are thinking of keeping a bit global, one of the ways is to do what Senela did, business mingle. I saw that she got so many new members lately. We can go online through group memberships which are related to your business, okay? And the business mingle has got a lot of new members in the last couple of weeks, okay? Which shows that people are keen on still being connected globally, even if we are a bit stuck locally, okay? So this feeling of connection is important, and I think there are plenty of ways to prepare. Once you have done your basically reviewing of where you stand, where is your business, how you can change it, you review your activities, and then you start to decide which business items are going to stay, which are those you are going to get rid of, and which are those you are going to add, okay? And I'm pretty sure that all of you have got plenty of ideas. But of course, it's important to know what people need. Once you have done all this, you need to now start implementing, okay? When the crisis is over, you are going to start implementing. Like, for instance, you need to ensure that your goods are ready to be shipped and mailed, right? So that means you need to ensure that your stock is sufficient if you have goods in order to fulfill the demand, all right? Your online services will be ready to be delivered in a timely fashion. Your supply chain is fully functional. That means you have renegotiated with local suppliers. And even when shipments are going to be allowed again, it might take a while. So your clients and the people who buy from you will need to know that finished, instant gratification, next day delivery, probably not going to happen for a while. And of course, that goes along with communication. Your clients need to know all this is going to change. So don't forget to communicate, because otherwise you end up with frustrations, okay? Clarity of information is very important. I've noticed it with my business. Communicating means that people keep happy, okay, and they don't forget you. Now, to give you an example, my business has only experienced a 10% fall in turnover compared with the same time last year, okay? which is quite surprising, but at the same time, I think the fact that I was prepared for any eventuality because I am a small business probably has helped me.